I need God more than anything in the world right now. And you probably do too. As it stands right now, I barely spend any time with him. I don't treat it like an actual relationship. I just say I'm Christian, but I don't actually do anything. I'm not furthering my relationship with him at all. And that's why my mental state is always at an all-time low. I'm comparing myself to other people. I'm measuring my worth by worldly things. I'm honestly just lost. What's urgent versus what's important in your life? Ever since coming to college, I was too worried about what's urgent, like homework assignments that were due the next day, an exam coming up the next week. But I forgot what's truly important, which is God. And if you're Christian, there's no thing as being 25% Christian or 50% Christian, because that's being lukewarm. You have to go all in for God. You have to either believe in Him completely and have all your faith in Him, or you don't. And that's so hard for me, especially with the intellectual doubt that I'm always facing. But through these videos, I hope to just continue to grow closer to God, and maybe you guys can follow my journey. So I'm gonna just take it day by day. I've been thinking about why Christian living. What would make you want to live like a Christian, even if you weren't Christian or you didn't believe in God? So first, something most people can agree upon is that comparing yourself to other people is bad and it can lead to multiple insecurities. What does the root of that come from? I mean, that's one of the fundamental theorems of the Bible. Because we don't get our worth from how good we are relative to others, we get our worth in the eyes of God, and that's the only person we care about. It's the only judgment that we care about. And that goes along with the quote, "Why seek validation from a world that crucified a perfect man?" The world was the one that put Jesus on the cross, so why would we take any feedback or information from them? Obviously that is very extreme, but you know what I mean. It's good to avoid things like partying, drinking, and substances even if you're not Christian, because those things ultimately lead to emptiness. It's because people in those environments are usually filled with a lot of lust, a lot of judgment, and a lot of thinking that they're better than other people. And all that leads to is an ego race, which ultimately leads you to be unfulfilled and empty. So even if you aren't Christian, you should be avoiding these things, in my opinion. I mean, sure, there can be some fun, but it kind of leaves you with like a void, and you're just searching for more meaning out of life. Like, all of these things are human approval based, and in my opinion, it's an objective fact that seeking approval from others can destroy your mental health. And another one of the principles in the Bible is not judging others. We all know that judging other people is bad because it leads to a lack of opportunity and it leads to you imposing your own insecurities on others. So in my opinion, Christian living is just a good way to live even if you don't believe in God. So on the way to the library again today, and I feel like I've never maximized my productivity 100%. Just in life in general and during this break. Because it's 4 p.m. and I'm going to the library. And I really should have been there by like 10:30 a.m. I feel like the reason why like my discipline is so weak now is because of technology and like IG, YouTube, and social media. Like before, when I didn't have social media, in my free time, all I would do is just read books, meditate, and journal. And I was so locked in every single day. I would get my work done like instantly. So I don't know if I should take a break from social media, especially the short form ones. I don't really know. I might do a challenge on that for YouTube. I don't know, we'll see. I'm currently in Washington, D.C. I didn't want to film everything because obviously I'm going to go see family. But in the car ride here, which was 6 hours, I listened to this entire audiobook, The Almanac of Naval Ravikant. And honestly, it's definitely one of the best pieces of literature that I've ever read in my life. But the information in that book is definitely going to take over 10 years to digest fully, because It's about like finding your passion and discovering who you are, and it was perfect timing for me to read this book because that's exactly what I'm struggling with. Like the main thing for me in that book was number one, finding your specific knowledge, as Naval calls it, which is aligning your passion along with what you're good at. And he was talking about how 99% of the effort in your life is useless and only 1% of it leads to actual result. And I was like, dang, that's actually factual. Because majority of my life I put hella effort into basketball and really it led to nothing in terms of results. Sure, I might have gained some social skills, athleticism, but it really doesn't matter in terms of my career. But then meanwhile, I spent 6 months on content and I grew 50K, which is a much more tangible thing you can get. But obviously content isn't my long-term goal. It's just something I do for fun. But I definitely did see more results from content compared to something like basketball because I'm better at scripting videos and coming up with ideas than being naturally athletic. So from now on, I'm just be on the lookout for what specific skills I'm good at.
Lord, I want to lift your name up on high. I want to give you all the praises. No other name comes close to Jesus. I'm covered by your only son. To my sins, he's the only one who can save.
I'll try to. I'm not that good at this game, so like, I don't know how much I can actually teach you. What the? There's nothing more about that.
150, we got a PR today. Hey, my city need me, bro. My city need me. I hit this PR, I'm getting a NASA internship.
Alright. You got it.
One more.
Yes. Nice.
Second day in DC, we're just hitting whatever. I have no idea what I'm doing. It's my big cousin, hit her up, she's single.